Hey, what's going on, YouTube fam? No two fake J's, bringing you another video today. As you can see, I've customized the Air Jordan women's 4. I believe these were the white sand colorway, and as you can see from the bottom, that these were the Jordan sand women's shoes. And a little funny story about this was that one time I was at the mall just looking around, and went to a Foot Locker, and they had these shoes on window display, and of course they were on sale. It was the last pair, and it was size I think it was size 10, which was 8.5 men, and I picked it up for $60. One of the shoe, because it was on a window display, was more yellow than the other shoe, and as a result of the sun hitting the window display, I didn't really notice until I took it home and I looked at it. I was like, oh man, this color was really off, and just looked like two different shoes. So I decided to I at the time when I bought these shoes, I wasn't into customizing them. I actually wanted to wear them to play ball, and so I had them for a couple of years, and as you can see, they're pretty beat down. So I actually restored them in a way where I started to clean up a little bit, and then I said, you know what? Let me see if I can actually change these into the Eminem 4s, and then I started to come up with different ideas of paint and what the texture of the paint would be, and so forth, and this is what I came up with. As you can tell, the blue paint here is a flat paint, mixed with quite a bit of dollar, and to get this nice flat finish. As you know, the original Eminem 4s were suede, and I try to keep the colorway as close to the Eminem as possible. I had a bit of trouble trying to make the netting black. It just it didn't turn out very well, so I decided to paint it more of a glossy blue, so that you can see there is some texture difference, where this is flat and this is glossy, so you can kind of see there's the difference there. The side panel here, side sole, pretty much I try to keep it to the original Eminem 4 colorway. This will be a dark gray followed by a bone gray or lighter shade of gray, and this is a flat black accent with white sole. And then the bottom part here was basically the same as here, but I didn't paint the bottom just because I knew that if I painted the bottom, it's gonna just rub off. So I kind of painted the edges of it, and I figure as long as the side of the shoe you can see that there's these colorways, I was pretty happy with that. And for this part, because this is already a sort of a suede material, I just use a black marker to paint it, and to keep that matte a matte look. I also dyed the insole blue to look it more uniform. And on the back of it, I turned this into, it was a sand, like a light brown sand color, and I just used a gray paint that I used to paint the side right here. Used it to paint over the suede part, and it actually turned out pretty well. It wasn't as fuzzy as I thought it was going to be, but it's actually pretty smooth, and it looks pretty good. And then followed by the red Jumpman there. And you might be wondering, why is the Jumpman logo tag taken off of the tongue? Well, I have a story behind that as well. Is that when I first got these shoes, I was actually trying to just modify it to look like the bread fours, and I started to use marker to change the light blue Jumpman that was on the tongue tag. And as I was painting that to be red, the color just basically bled through the label, the square label. It has flight underneath. It just started to bleed everywhere, and then it just turned out horribly. So I decided to take it off and try to take off all the stitching, and this is all as a result of me painting over it, and so you don't see any stitching holes or anything like that. And I figure, this is something that I'm gonna be wearing myself, and it's a $60 pair of Jordans that I got, and I didn't really care whether or not if the tongue logo is still there or not. If somebody sees these shoes, I mean, someone's gonna know whether or not these are Jordan 4s, and if they ask me, I'll just say I customized them. I customized them to try to look like the Eminem 4s, and I have no shame in my game. So, so enjoy this. This process that I really enjoy this process of going through the time of customizing and coming up with different ideas of how to accomplish what I wanted to see. I have to say that this customization was the longest. It took me probably a good 3 months just to come up with 3 months in total duration of customizing the shoe, but it took me quite a bit of time to come up with a game plan. A lot of trial and error, especially trying to get that blue looking. I wanted that blue to pop to make it light and pop. So and I think I did accomplish that. So a lot of trial and error, mixing different blue paint along with mixing duller just to make it flat looking. So I don't anticipate that this will chip, even though I'm not really sure. I haven't really worn these to try it out. I just finished customizing it today, so we'll see what happens. But I just wanted to let you guys see. This is one of my favorite customizations that I did, and let me know if you what you guys thought of the shoe, and maybe even give me suggestions on how to make it better next time. And again, because these were I was really looking forward to trying to get a pair of M&Ms, in which, of course, on eBay it's selling for a grip, an arm and leg and a grip. So it was not going to be possible for me to get a pair. So I decided to as always, customize my own. So here it is, and let me know what you guys think. And yeah, hope you enjoy this video, and I will see you next time. Peace.